Looking for something to do this week? Treefort Music Festival kicks off in just a couple days. Starting Wednesday, thousands of people will be flocking to downtown Boise for the 5-day festival. Nearly 500 artists from 17 different countries will be performing at venues scattered around the downtown area. This week, we're highlighting some of the bands at the festival. Today, we introduce you to jazz saxophonist Nubia Garcia.
So I play the saxophone mainly, and I guess I was drawn to it because of the band that I was in. It was an exciting, cool instrument to a 9 or 10-year-old, you know. So I definitely wanted to be part of that crew, and then it kind of morphed and built into a really beautiful relationship. I was really influenced by the jazz greats, definitely Sonny Rollins, Dexter Gordon, John Coltrane, Alefort. I always tried to retain my own sound rather than bringing in too much of other people's sound. But you are what you listen to at the end of the day. I truly believe that. So it's exciting to be around so many incredible and unique artists and musicians and creators that are speaking their truth through music. Younger people getting involved in this kind of scene, that's really exciting. I try and bring as much energy as I can, and that doesn't mean necessarily just hype. I just mean human energy to the performance, and it's different every single time. So I invite people to come on the journey with us. I look forward to meeting you if you are there. I use live electronics, and so do some of the other members of the band as well. So we're kind of experimenting with our live sound in that kind of way, which is always really fun, hectic, but in a beautiful way. You can come and see the show 5 times and it'll be different each 5 times. And I think that's a really rare thing in this world. I kind of like the hustle. I like I want to go and see this band here, and then I've got to run around the corner and go see this. It's a different way to see the city. If you live there, you grow up there or whatever, and if it's the first time you're coming to the city and that's your first experience of being within that kind of setup, it's kind of an exciting introduction into the city. You get to see loads of different venues, you get to meet loads of different people. So yeah, it's an exciting way to meet new people, hear new things, be introduced to the city or redefine the city as you know it.
And for those headed to Treefort, Valley Regional Transit will be offering a free and entertaining way to get around to all the festival acts. Starting Wednesday and going through Saturday, VRT will operate the Tree Line service from 6 p.m. to midnight. Buses will run along Main and Idaho Streets between 14th and 3rd Streets with stops near popular venues. Back this year is Bands on the Bus. It serves as a second chance venue where riders can enjoy music from Treefort performers. And people with a festival wristband will be able to ride any VRT bus for free during the span of Treefort. Per federal guidelines, masks are still required on all VRT buses. If you're looking for more information on Treefort, including the full lineup, text Treefort to the number on your screen, 208-321-5614, and a link will be sent directly to your phone. So what can festival goers expect this year? My guest today is Treefort co-founder and festival director, Eric Gilbert. Eric, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Hey, so how does it feel to actually get back on schedule after adjusting last year, holding the festival in September, but now getting back to the original March timeframe?
It feels great, especially celebrating our 10th anniversary and have it be, on the original location, original time frame, and with weather looking as good as it is, it's maybe a little bit better than most Marches that we've dealt with. So
I was gonna say the weather this week looks better than, maybe all other 9. So how has Treefort really grown and changed throughout this first decade now of its existence?
Yeah, well, so the first year, it ended up being 4 days, and it was about 140 bands, I think, and it was one other fort, which was Alefort, which was just a natural pairing at the time. And since then, now we're 5 days, over 1,000 unique events during the festival, and there's 530 bands, 11 individual forts that covering all kinds of different stuff like Yogafort and Filmfort and Storyfort and Hackfort and a bunch of things. So it just kind of expanded kind of organically over time too. It was never by design, but a lot of different people in the community wanted to get involved. And it's pretty interesting how much it has grown. And then also the fact we have artists from 19 different countries this year and 37 different states. So it's become just something from people from all over the world want to come and attend and take part in now.
Yeah, and really, I mean, even if people aren't really into the music scene, there's a lot of other things to check out.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There is just a bunch, if you don't have a pass and aren't sure, I mean, there's a lot you can just come down and check out, from like Kidfort to then with Skatefort, it's great. You can go see some live skating demos at Road Skate Park, and then there's bands that play at the skate park on Saturday. And a lot of family orientated activities with Kidfort, especially on Saturday and Sunday. But then at Boise Center, we have things like Hackfort, which a bunch of sort of tech orientated, new tech sort of things to check out, and some talks. What else? And then, with like the Storyfort is all free and open to the public too. And there's just a lot of interesting conversations, or having authors both from here and from outside of the area as well.
Yeah,
a few of the examples.
And we know in the past you've required either proof of vaccination or a recent COVID test. What are the protocols, if any, this year in relation to coronavirus?
Yeah, so that was something we did in September, just because that was what the health guidance was at the time. And so now there won't be any proof of vax or negative tests, and masks are optional. Although there will be some events that will be mask required per artist request, because they're still traveling, especially the international artists, and so it's really important to kind of keep them not sick so they can travel. So I encourage, if you're coming, go to our app on your mobile phone, and all the events will be labeled masks required if masks are required.
Okay.
And there's not very many, but there are some, and they're all in indoor spaces.
And finally, are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available, and there will be walk-up options too, I think, over the weekend. So once again, there are single-day passes, full 5-day passes, but there are also just tickets to the outdoor main stage that are available. So there's a lot of different ways that you can sort of piecemeal your Treefort experience if you aren't able to take 5 days off of the rest of your life and come hang out with us. So.
Well, Eric, I hope if it's possible you can get a little bit of sleep the next 2 nights, because I know the 5 following ones are going to be very busy for you. So.
Not so much, exactly.
Yeah,
so thank
best
you.
wishes on the 10-year anniversary too.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Bye.